Alright, what's up guys? Let's try this again. I got a different size screen than usual, but it doesn't look frozen anyway. So hopefully this works a little better. Hey Mike and Arlene, what's going on? Good to see you guys. My phone was getting really hot during the last stream, which is weird because it's cool in here. And I don't know what that was all about, but I hope I'm not going to start having phone problems now. That's just not, oh, cool. I can't even see the bottom of your comment. It's like my screen is off. I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't read the bottom part of your comment, Amy. It's cut off, and the top part of my screen is lower than normal, like a half inch lower than the top of my phone, and that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but my phone's getting hot again. So it's just like it's been kind of a rough day. I just tried to log into Uber Eats again, and still, it's like upload your new documents. Well, the old one hasn't expired yet, so I guess that's not gonna work. What's up, Laney Grace? I don't know what the hell's wrong with my phone tonight now. The streams, hopefully it's coming through okay. I know the last one froze for me and you, the screen, but you could still hear me, and I could still see your comments, but the screen froze. I don't know. Now would be a good time to just stroll into a casino randomly and hit a huge jackpot on the first pull. That's kind of what I need right now. That would be incredibly helpful, but you never go into a casino expecting to win. I mean, you can hope to win. That's a good one, actually. I like that. I don't know what happened. Big Boys PEV. My phone got really hot and then the screen froze. I could still see the comments. I can't get a new phone. I'm still paying for this one. So, yeah, my screen's a little off right now for some reason. Doesn't make any sense. Never done that before. But whatever. As long as you guys can see it and hear me and it's not frozen, then we'll ride it out. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out somehow. It's just a bad time, and like the no more DoorDash at all, I guess, and no more Uber Eats for the moment. So I can't use that. I don't know how this is gonna play out, guys. I gotta say I'm a little concerned. And I messaged that guy about the thing. It's like, hey, you want to come pick this up tonight? Let me know a time that works for you. And I haven't heard anything still. He's the one that asked if he can come get it tonight. Or I said after 4, and he said okay. So, whatever. That'd be helpful, though, if I can get rid of this stuff and raise a little money. That'll solve a couple of problems. But maybe my phone's just junked up. Maybe I gotta, like, clear the cache and, let a couple of things start fresh. We'll see how it goes. There shouldn't be anything wrong with the phone. There shouldn't be anything wrong with the phone. I don't know if there actually is or not. It's getting kind of hot again, which there's really no reason for. The air conditioner is actually running, and you can feel it coming next to the phone over here. Yeah. So it's not like overheating hot, but it's hotter than it should be hot, I think. This is when it'd be nice to have my son around, and he's not coming until January. But he'd probably know exactly what it is. Be like, oh yeah, it's because you didn't do this or whatever, and then like tap on a couple of things, and then my phone works good again. I don't know how to do all that stuff, but he does. So hopefully this one doesn't freeze. Hopefully we can keep this one going a little while. I did just try the Uber Eats again a few minutes ago, and it's not gonna work, I guess, until I upload a new driver's license, which I'm not gonna have for a couple weeks at least, and the old one hasn't even expired yet anyway. But nothing seems to work quite like it should anymore, it seems. And then you finally get someone on the phone about it. It's like, well, we can't really fix that from here, but we'll pass it on down the line, and somebody else who probably can't fix it either will take a look at it, and then they'll be like, oh, yeah, we couldn't do anything, but maybe these people can. And maybe something eventually gets done. We'll see how it goes, I guess. So I was going to go out and maybe do quite a bit of pedaling today, but there's no reason to do. Well, I wasn't able to do food delivery because of the DoorDash and Uber Eats thing. But I was planning on doing some of that today and maybe going live for that, and then also thinking about going out and maybe doing a little pedaling tonight. But I know as soon as I get just far enough away, the guy's going to be like, okay, I'm right down the street, I'll be there in 5 minutes, and I'm half an hour away or something. So I gotta sit here and stare at laser patterns and hope somebody wants to come pick up some of my stuff. I don't see any chat all of a sudden. Is that still working? I don't know what's going on with this thing today. Okay, yeah, chat's good, I guess. But all the previous comments are now gone from my site, but I can see you now, like, hey, KC girl. So hopefully we can keep this thing going for a while, but the phone's still getting hot, like really hot. I don't know why. And it froze last time the screen, so I don't know what's up through my eyes. So maybe we can keep this stream going for a little while. Hopefully we don't have any problems. Huh? Robbie? I don't know, Amy. Like, I guess I might as well get rid of DoorDash now, the Dasher app. I can get that out. Maybe that'll help. That always kind of runs somewhat in the background and like location and stuff too. So I don't need that anymore. And then I don't know. I'll have to go and see what I can shut off. Well, I'm only really intending to run YouTube, but inevitably at the moment, DoorDash is running in some capacity in the background, and possibly Uber Eats too. I used to do live streams when I was logged into those, and it was fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, Amy. Like, the whole thing is just kind of frustrating. I hope it's not a big deal and I can sort it out without too much trouble. I'm sure if I get rid of DoorDash, because I was trying to run that again today and they were going to update it to bike, and then they decided they didn't want, bike dashers in the area anymore. Didn't need it. So, yeah, I might as well just take that off of my phone, I guess. And because it's always running like location stuff in the background. And I know that eats up battery and it can make the phone get a little hotter. So maybe I can shut all that off and remove it, and maybe it'll get a little better. But hopefully for now the picture stays and the chat keeps working and we can just go for a little bit. I need you to sit here with me, guys, while I wait for somebody to come and buy some of my crap. I'm trying not to stress about it, but there aren't any strings to pull right now. If I can't do DoorDash and Uber Eats, then there's, that's always been well, at least there's that, but now I can't even be like, well, at least there's that, because now there's not that. I haven't renewed my driver's license yet, and DoorDash deactivated me, and Uber Eats wants me to scan and upload my new driver's license, which I don't have yet because the old one's not even expired yet for like 10 days. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it entirely. It doesn't seem like it's real sometimes. Yeah, well, I got to do it for sure. I got to do the license, but I got to pay for a bunch of other things too right now, and I have to do it online because you have to wait like 6 weeks to get an appointment. So I have to renew it online and pay the online renewal charge, and then the change of address on top of that. And then, it takes them a couple weeks to send it to you after that. So it's just for now, there's nothing I can really do about it. I just had to just try and figure out another way to fill in the gaps. But finally, after all this time, and I talked to DoorDash, and it's like, I've been doing electric scooter and stuff delivery for DoorDash for like the last 2 years. I haven't been using a car. And today they finally figured out that I wasn't using a car, and then we're like, we don't really need you doing it on a bike, so see ya. So I shouldn't have said anything, and maybe I could have at least still done DoorDash, but they're sending me stupid like 11-mile long deliveries. Yeah, it's better not to go into the DMV in Vegas if you can help it. You know, it's pretty terrible in there. And you're going to wait a while if you don't have an appointment. If you're in the standby, uh, get comfortable because it's going to be a long day. Yeah, that is true. You can walk in, but so many people do lately. It's possible though. I'll try it. I'm not that far from a DMV, actually. I could pedal there. I could take the bike and lock it up at the rack and just wait. Maybe I'll do that. I'm just tired of, like $40 for this and $75 for that, and where the hell does the money go, and why is it always like some extra? Why is it always more expensive every time? And I'm tired of it. Rick and Bonnie, you know what I mean? Ah, well, be careful not to leak too much there. Rick and Bonnie. Some people don't know this is a cult yet. I mean, this is just a regular YouTube channel. This is not a cult at all. I'm not the supreme leader of anything. But good to see you, Rick and Bonnie, and Laney Grace, and everybody who's here. Maybe I will take a stab at going into the DMV and seeing how long that takes. But Mike, our friend Mike, who broke his arm on the bike ride, had to go renew his ID at the DMV, and he was in the standby line. And it's like, how bad was it? And he was like, from the time I left home till the time I got back, couldn't have been more than 6 hours. Okay. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But it might, if I can speed it up, if I can have it, if I can take a picture of it and show it to Uber Eats, then they'll at least get me going again. The only hold up there is they want to see my new driver's license, but I don't have it yet because the old one doesn't expire for a few days. But they wouldn't let me log in earlier, and I don't even know if they know what that's about. Hey, baby love. So the side hustles are just kind of, getting a lot less lucrative anyway, but now they're just sort of dwindling altogether. Yeah, play slots and win big. That's, some people do it that way. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff for sale, a lot of things that I'm not using. that are just taking up space and have some value on like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp and stuff. And it's all, like, if price is your thing, then you ought to be looking at my stuff. And it's still just sitting there. And people say, oh, I'm going to come get that thing, that old DJ controller that you have. Like 9 people have been like, yeah, I want to come and get it. And nobody has. And the guy that bought the Unagi scooter charger last night during last night's live stream sent me a message on Marketplace, like $40 question mark, and I messaged him back. It's like I mentioned it to him earlier. I really do want to get at least 60 for it, even though it's locked and it's just for parts. It's worth like $400 in parts. So, I mean, I should be able to get 60 for it, but I'd take 50 for it. So I told the guys, like, give me 50 and you can come and get it. And I haven't heard back from them. And that's, like, if I had a little more time, if I didn't need the money right now, I'd take the damn thing apart and sell the parts on eBay and get the money, but I'd rather just be done with it. Stay afloat. So, and I really hate that scooter too. I want to just get it out of my sight. The Unagi Model 1 Voyager is supposed to be this great. It's like the iPhone of scooters. No, it's like, it's a terrible, stupid scooter. And I've always hated it. And now I just want to be able to get rid of it once and for all and not have to look at it anymore because it just bothers me. So I'm almost ready to tell the guy, just give me 40 freaking dollars and come and get it so I don't have to look at it. And that's less than I need, but it's more than I've got. So whatever. And everything's coming in slow right now. I'm waiting on lights. And some of them are on back order. Like people are ordering stuff from China like crazy right now, and like 4 of the colors of lights are not available right now. So I don't know how long that's going to be a problem. No, Arlene, I use OfferUp too. I got like half of these things on OfferUp. I don't like using OfferUp because I always get crazy low offers on OfferUp. But now I'm starting to put some of these things on OfferUp just to, cast a wider net. And still, I mean, I'm giving this stuff away. I'm not benefiting from the sale of these items really in any way, other than just kind of freeing up some space and making a little cash. So the fact that I'm still sitting on any of it is kind of boggling my mind at the moment. Like, if I were looking for things to buy of this type and saw these, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll go buy it right now. So I was just talking with my dad about that. Rick and Bonnie, it's like, why don't you go get at least a part-time job in a call center or something, like inbound? And it's like, I don't really know of any around here, but I suppose I would. I mean, I could sit there and talk as easily as I can sit here and talk. So if anybody knows anything about that around here, hit me up. Let me know. Slide into my DMs. Your boy needs a new side hustle. We're not going to be able to rely on DoorDash at all. And, Uber Eats isn't that great anymore anyway. That never adds up to more than lunch money. But when I get my driver's license renewed, I can at least, have the Uber Eats again. Yeah, I suppose that makes the most sense, and that's a good one as well. Zinger. Yeah, people don't want to spend money right now. People are getting tight as hell. Have you seen these videos of Walmart on Black Friday and just empty aisles and just stacks of all the good crap that you think people would be killing each other over and like nobody's even buying it at all? I mean, that concerns me a little. So, and I was talking to a friend of mine who does Amazon FBA, like sends stuff to an Amazon warehouse and sells it and they ship it and he gets money. And he said on Friday it wasn't anything near what he had expected. So I guess, everything's kind of hitting the wall. Everything's been so expensive for so long that finally, like, nobody has the money for anything anymore. That's bad timing for me because if I can't use food delivery apps to go out and earn a few extra bucks and nobody's buying my crap, then, I don't know. Hopefully the rent fairy will come by or something and be like, here you go. But we'll see how that plays out. But I understand. I feel you. It's hard for me to justify spending money on anything at all lately that I don't absolutely need. I'm wearing $14 jeans from Walmart. Seriously, no shit right now. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm wearing a $14 pair of Rustler jeans from Walmart, and they're awesome. I used to wear these things back in the day when they were like $9, and they were awesome then too. They're good bike riding jeans, actually. But yeah, so it's like I have a hard time coughing up $14 for a pair of awesome Walmart jeans lately, so I can relate. I understand why everybody's like getting tight with money now because it's hard. It's like I went to the store recently though, and milk is more expensive lately for I don't know why. Nobody ever says why, but it's like it's 70 cents more now than it was last time. But you know, it's a mystery as to why. Yeah, you're right, Arlene, for real. It is. Um, I used to sell on Amazon. I was big time selling on eBay for the longest time, but I did a little Amazon too and some FBA. But it's just getting so expensive to do that now. If your product is not a winner and you don't have solid margins, you're going to wind up, losing money because you got to pay them for having your stuff in their warehouse if it's not selling. Um, and I don't know. I quit doing Amazon because of that. It's just too much risk now, and too many people. Like once you find a good product, too many people are just like right behind with it, and it's just I can't wrestle with Amazon anymore. I don't have the resources to keep going on a platform like Amazon. But my friend who does Amazon FBA was telling me that he didn't have a spectacular Black Friday in any sense. So I don't know. I mean, maybe everybody just ran out of money finally, and everybody's like, like I said in last night's live stream, I'm handing out hugs and high fives for Christmas because that's all I can afford this year. So come get one if you need to. I got one for you, but that's all I got for you. Yeah, and or high fives, Arlene. But I know hugs are not everyone's favorite Christmas gift. But it's the thought that counts, right? I don't know. Life is a series of ups and downs, peaks and valleys. I still don't know why my phone screen is a little off. Like the picture. I don't know if it appears that way to you. But it's just off center. But my phone's, well, it's pretty hot. But it's not as hot as it was last time when the screen froze. So hopefully we're good. But I was going to try and do a whole bunch more streaming here soon. I think I'm going to switch carriers and phones soon. I have to make another payment on this one, I guess, and then maybe I can switch and save, like, I mean, one of them could be like 30 or 40 bucks a month, which if the service is still halfway decent enough, um, I'd just be glad to save a little money, I guess. So I might have to get a new phone anyway, but if you switch carriers, it's like, oh, come here and we'll give you a new iPhone and Apple Watch and iPad and, let you take my sister out on a date and, all kinds of other stuff. But so, I mean, maybe that's what I need right now. Not so much the taking the sister on a date part, but, a new phone that's not acting weird. And if I can save a few dollars a month, then that's probably good. Well, we were having problems with the live streams before, Laney Grace. Remember, I was trying to do bike rides and it kept cutting. I'd be like 30 seconds into the stream and it would cut and it wouldn't reconnect. And even like Google couldn't figure out why. But eventually it was just okay. And now, like, my screen's a little off. It froze during the last stream. My phone's getting a little hotter than it should, but maybe once I've uninstalled DoorDash and that's not running in the background anymore, maybe that'll help a little bit with that because that's got the location thing running all the time. And I don't need that anymore because DoorDash deactivated me and uh so yeah, I might as well not have that getting in the way anymore. So, but if I can start fresh with a new phone and only have Uber Eats in it and, make sure that there's not a lot of stuff running at a time, whatever, that might be good. Especially if I'm about to take a very long bike ride, it might be, good to have a phone that I know is going to work for a while. This one's got to be going on. That's like a year and a half old. So, I mean, this phone should still be fine. It's just not acting like it. So anyway, if you missed it last night, I need to go on a bike tour. Seriously. I mean, I wanted to do it on a motorcycle, a cheap motorcycle, but even a cheap motorcycle in gears like $12,000. And for a fraction of that, I could get on a pretty decent bicycle with all the stuff that I need and just kind of go wherever. So that's the plan. You know, I was trying to do an e-bike ride to Santa Monica in the fall, but it got really cold really fast and I just couldn't put all the pieces together. The trailer for the e-bike with the power station and solar panel set up and all that stuff is just, it was too much to throw together before it got too cold to do it. But as soon as it's warm enough, I not only wanted to do the Santa Monica ride, but do it pedaling, but also like just kind of keep going after that for a while, for as long as I feel like. So, kind of trying to work that out now. And if I can get rid of some of these things that I'm trying to sell to where I only have to have like a very small storage unit, because I don't have a lease for this apartment that I'm in right now. I can pretty much come and go as I please. So I can just turn in the keys one day, hop on a bike, and be gone for, you know, weeks or months if I want to, and then come back and be like, hey, here I am again. Um, so that's another thing that makes this like super possible is I can just, you know, put my stuff in storage and not have to pay rent and just go and pedal. So I'm not using gas, you know, like I would on a motorcycle. I'll be staying in, you know, hotels and campgrounds and stuff occasionally, but still, you know, you can do that inexpensively depending on where you are, and, you know, be camping for free a lot too. So I really feel like I'm gonna, like, I don't know how much improvement to my health this is gonna be, such a thing, but I think I'm just gonna feel a lot better in general. Like I'm just, I don't know. We should all go out and do something, challenge ourselves, you know, push our limits and, you know, experience life as we wouldn't, as our comfort zone would normally tell us not to, you know, like don't do that. That's ridiculous. Stay in your comfortable chair and watch your big TV and play your video games and, you know, do all that stuff, you know. So, you know, take it easy, relax. Don't go out there. It's scary out there. But I gotta just go for a while. I don't care what the comfort zone has to say about it. But this isn't really much of a comfort zone anyway. I'm glad to have it, but there's nothing fancy about Casa de Sincloth. But there will be another one waiting for me when I get back, and I won't have to pay for it in the meantime, and that's awesome. That's freedom right there. If you can just turn in the keys and quit paying rent and hop on a bicycle and just go and end up wherever you end up, that's living. So, I don't know. I think I need to do that for a while, and I really did want to do it on a motorcycle, and I wanted to go to either like the northernmost part of Alaska or the northernmost part of North America, which is in, you know, the Canadian Northern Territories. Um, and then, you know, just go wherever after that. But that's, you know, that's very expensive to do, even on a cheap motorcycle. But, you know, bike touring is kind of gnarly. Like most people would never do it, but the rewards are pretty good if you can do it, if you can stick it out, if you can push yourself and make yourself get out there. I hear, and I'm speaking from other people's experiences, I'm just expecting it to be that way. I've never actually gone and done that, especially on a bicycle. And still, let me see. Now my notifications are at the top of the phone screen, but the video, like, I don't know, nothing makes any sense. And this guy hasn't messaged me back, and it's like, come on, somebody come buy my crap, will ya, already? I'm getting sleepy. I have to go, like, I can't spend any money at all right now, but I have to go get at least like a few dollars worth of groceries at the store tomorrow. Like, the only thing I have left to eat at the house right now, like here, is a donut. It's a very good donut. It's a pink box donut, actually, that I got from somebody. It's one of the cronut ones, the stuffed ones with chocolate frosting and the candy cane on it. And yeah, it's probably going to give me crazy, sweaty nightmares, but whatever. We're doing it. So I'm looking forward to that. But then for real in the morning, I got to go at least get a couple of things at the store. I'm getting sleepy. It's only like 7, and I feel like I could go to bed right now. I felt like that last night, too. Let's see. Is everything still working? Maybe you guys are just being quiet, or maybe the chat doesn't work. I don't know. Nothing would surprise me anymore. I'm just, I'm envisioning waking up tomorrow and everything's just normal again. That would be very helpful. And I would say I can't believe what DoorDash did, but then I'm like, yeah, I totally can believe what DoorDash did. And I hadn't taken a DoorDash delivery in like 3 or 4 months anyway, because they were all stupid long deliveries. So I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's like good riddance. It was, DoorDash wasn't really doing anything anyway. So I'm really surprised that the Unagi scooter guy. I wish he would have at least hollered back and been like, I really can't go more than 40 or something. And I'd be like, you know what, whatever, just come bring me $40, so I don't have to look at it anymore. And I got $40. So on the off chance that he discovered my YouTube channel, uh, just come bring me $40 for it. I don't care. Just get it out of here and let me get a few dollars. And the other thing, the DJ controller, I kind of hate to get rid of it because I got it new and it's barely used. It's in really good condition and I haven't really used it much at all over the years. It's been like a backup for like if somebody wants me to do something for them, but I can only like take what I can fit in a backpack. Um, so I don't know, like there's better things like that to use now that aren't very expensive. But this one has value. It's the original. It's like a limited edition. It's in perfect condition. It comes in the original box with everything. And I can't believe nobody's come to buy it yet. It doesn't make any sense. You know, like seriously, 9 people have been like, "Yeah, I want to come and get that." Like, okay, I live here. It's like, okay, you know, I'll be here at this time, and then okay, I'll be there at whatever that time, and they don't show up and they don't say anything. I just feel like this the part that sucks is just wasting the time waiting for people that aren't coming. Just saying, I don't want to get started on this or whatever, because then as soon as I do, they're going to show up. So we'll just give it a few more minutes. And then an hour and a half later, still nobody's here. And I could have been done with the other thing I had to do already. But people in Las Vegas, and I hate to generalize, but people who are shopping on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace are generally unreliable. So I still got a few more days before I really need the money. But I didn't think I'd still be sitting on any of this stuff now. So I can't help but be a little worried. But it's also like this is something that we should all be concerned about. If people all of a sudden are just not spending as much money, this is something that's going to affect all of us quite a bit. And so far it looks like holiday spending is down. If you've seen any of these videos of Walmart on Black Friday, I wonder how many hours total this little laser thing has been running since we started using it for live streams here in the apartment. I wonder what it would all add up to. And it still works very well. I've dropped this thing too, and it's still pretty good. A little, like maybe half a hair out of alignment for some of these things, patterns, but still pretty good. And as hard as it hit the floor, I'm surprised it works at all. So that was a good investment, the laser light thingy. I forgot to link that again. I forgot to do it in the last stream too. How hot is my phone getting? It's pretty hot. I hope it's not about to freeze or anything. We're gonna have to look into this some. Optimize the phone performance. And then I'm just probably gonna switch carriers too. I can't. It's $140 a month for like it's a pretty good phone, Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus, and a generally good network, but it's $140 a month. And I have looked around a little bit, and I could, pay a little less than that and still have, generally premium service. So, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how much it's going to take to do this whole bike ride. I know even if I'm out for a couple of months, it's going to cost ultimately less than it would have cost to do just the Santa Monica ride on an e-bike with all the stuff I'd still have to buy. So that's good. You know, we're going to get a lot more bang for the buck here, doing it this way, but I'm still trying to figure out the total cost for, like, what's it going to cost to be out there for 6 weeks? Because once I get rolling and posting from the road and doing live streams and stuff, all that's going to be, you know, monetizable. So after 6 weeks in, when I get, you know, the first full YouTube paycheck or whatever from it, that ought to be enough to keep me going for a while. Not that it's going to be a ton of money, but I'm not going to be spending a ton of money out there either. And I won't be paying rent here, which is like, that's the huge thing. That's the huge advantage to not being in a lease, is if you get some stupid whim to take a long bike ride sometime, you can just, you know, you can just do it and then come back when you're done. So, I mean, that makes it easy. If I were stuck in a lease right now, and there's a place down the road, like closer to like the Fremont Street Experience and everything, where there's apartments for like $700 a month, but you got to sign a lease for like a year. So if I still had to pay rent, even $700 a month while I was gone on my ride, you know, that might just put it right, you know, just a hair out of reach. So now that I don't have to worry about that, I can just, you know, I can go when I want and come back when I want, and just start paying again. That helps a lot. I'm sleepy. I'm trying, like, it's only 7 something. There's still plenty of time for this dude to come and get this thing. So thanks for sitting here with me, guys, while I just kind of more or less talk out loud, you know, think out loud, and wait for the, I hope the guy comes through tonight. That'd be very helpful. One less thing taking up space and a little bit of cash to put towards the bills. So trying to end the day with at least one more thing gone. I'm closing the window at 9 o'clock though. If nobody's here, if nobody's even like reached out to me at 9 o'clock or by 9 o'clock and said I can be there in half an hour, or let's do this tomorrow or whatever, like, I don't know. Like if they message me by 9 o'clock and be like I can be there in half an hour, then fine. But if it's going to be any longer than that, yeah. So, yeah, my brain went to sleep a couple hours ago, though. So we're just kind of cruising on autopilot right now. So thanks for sitting here with me, guys. Still waiting for that marketplace notification. Still not getting it. Yeah, no, checking notifications. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I saw a Cash App notification and it's like $20. It's like, no, get $20 for referring friends. I thought it was like you got $20 in your Cash App. And it's like, no, you get $20 if you refer a certain amount of people or something. So that was exciting at first, and then ended up being a big letdown. It's like, oh, sweet, $20. Oh wait, no. Everybody I know, I think, is mostly on Cash App already. I don't know if there's anybody that I could refer. And there's another thing like that runs on my phone sometimes, like a thing that they send you survey questions and they pay you 25 cents for each answer. And sometimes you get like 30 questions, and if you just sit there and answer, it takes like 5 minutes, and then they give you, whatever, 25 cents for every one. Um, and I haven't even had any of those in a while. So that was a good, like get a cheeseburger or something here and there, kind of side money. Like, cause it just pop up when I'd just be, I'd have a couple of minutes to answer a few questions, and then I'd, get a couple, $2, $3, whatever. Sometimes more than that, like $5 or $6, depending on how many questions you answer. It only takes a few minutes, and that adds up. And it used to be, you get like a few of those a week, and now I haven't even had any of those in a while. I don't know what's going on with that. Is everybody just being quiet? Or is the chat not working? I'm probably just being paranoid. I'm just like, things have not gone as smoothly as, you would like. You know what I'm talking about? Like for me, as I would like. Um, you know how it is though, when things ought to just go fine and there's just like, it just feels like resistance all the time. And I don't know. It's kind of frustrating, but I don't know why somebody just won't come and buy this DJ thing. Seriously, like really 9 people. I think it's 9. Yeah, nine different people have been like, "Yeah, I want to come and buy that." It's like, okay, please do. Like, how many more is it going to be before somebody actually follows through? Anyway, see what time is it now? 7:30ish. Yeah, so by the time I eat that donut, that big stuffed croissant donut, cronut with goo in it, and chocolate frosting, and whipped cream, and a little candy cane. Shout out to Pink Box Donuts and my friend who gave me a Pink Box donut. That's going to give me some crazy ass nightmares tonight. I can guarantee it. If I'm eating that right before bedtime, hooey, I don't even want to know. So, you guys ever get crazy dreams if you eat a bunch of like super sugary junk? Like this is the kind of donut that you could probably die from. Like it's just an insane thing to put in your body, and going to be like some crazy sugar high initially. And if that's happening when you're going through like certain sleep cycles or something, I think that's going to be just the most wacky ass dreams. I don't know. It goes that way for me. If I eat a bunch of weird stuff before I go to bed, uh, I don't know. Anybody else get crazy dreams if they eat a huge donut full of goo right before they go to bed? Is the chat working? Oh, Shane's here. What's up, buddy? Okay, so I guess the chat's still working. Everybody's just being quiet. That's okay. We can just stare at laser patterns together and I'll just keep shooting salad. Yeah, me too, Shane. I'm waiting for some guy to come and get my DJ thing, the DJ controller, the Pioneer DDJ Wego, the original Pioneer DDJ Wego, in mint condition in the original box. And still nobody's come to get the damn thing yet. But there's still time. He's still got time. I can stay awake for a little while longer. I'll eat that donut. That'll keep me zooted for like an hour or so. And then I'll go to bed and have crazy nightmares from it. The DoorDash thing. DoorDash and Uber Eats, like, usually when one's not working, I can do the other. But right now, if I can't do Uber Eats because they're waiting until I get a new driver's license, which is going to be at least a couple of weeks. And then Uber Eats or DoorDash finally realized that I'm not using a car. And they're like, oh, we don't really need you then. And deactivated me. I still can't, like, this might take a couple of days to register. DoorDash deactivated me after thousands of successfully completed deliveries and years of it. And they're like, oh, you're doing it on a bike now? Oh, yeah. We're going to have to say it's a no for me, dog. So that kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, you know? It's like, I know DoorDash is terrible, but I still did a lot of crap for them. And, you know, smiled and was always nice to customers and everything. And then they're just like, oh, you're no good to us anymore. Bye. But nobody's getting rich off of DoorDash around here anyway. It's just like lunch money. But I could use some lunch money right now, you know? Like, let me get that lunch money. Even, you know, $10, $15 extra a day. Just taking a couple of deliveries or so would, you know, like, I don't know about enough of a difference, but a noticeable difference. So now I'm a little upset that I couldn't even go take an evening ride. I guess I could have because the guy wasn't coming anywhere. He hasn't come yet. I could have been riding around the neighborhood doing a live stream this whole time. Waiting for dude to come pick up the thing. But I just didn't want to get like half an hour away from here and then the guy's like, oh, I'll be there in 5 minutes. So I sat here instead, wasted the opportunity. It was like a pretty nice day. It's not even that cold outside right now. It's like upper 50s. So we could have been out doing a bike ride around the neighborhood. But I'm waiting for some guy to come buy something. Just if I can just get one thing out of here tonight, just come and get that one thing and let's be done with it, and then I'll sleep a lot better tonight. I'll still have to sell a bunch of crap, like a bunch more crap before the end of the week. But if I can get one thing checked off the list tonight, that's just going to be a big load off, and I'll sleep a lot more easily. And today and probably tomorrow, I was going to go out and do some Uber Eats at least on the bike. But I just tried to log in again before I started the second stream earlier, and it's still doing the upload your new document thing. Like, and if you missed it earlier, my driver's license that I have isn't even expired yet. It will be in a few days, but it's not yet, and they're already treating it like it is. Like, upload your new driver's license. Well, I don't have it yet because, I mean, the old one's not even done yet. But I guess I could do the Wednesday thing if I have to go and just sit there all freaking day until they take care of it. I might just get an ID for now. I'm not driving anyway. It's a lot cheaper to just get an ID. So I might go and do that. And it's like, as soon as I go and do that, though, I'm gonna like have to drive something again, and I'm not gonna be able to. But I don't know. We'll have to see like what the cost difference is, and if I can even get in on the standby on Wednesday. Because people still have appointments on Wednesday, don't they? I don't know. If I'm going to be taking e-bikes and scooters and regular bikes everywhere anyway, I guess maybe. I don't know. I wonder how long I could go without a driver's license. And, only having the option of like bikes, e-bikes, scooters, skateboards, whatever. Not even mopeds. You need a driver's license to ride a moped here. So, yeah, I don't know. I wonder what it would be like to not even have the option. Would I even, miss having the option? Like right now, I don't drive a car. I sold my motorcycle and my Honda Ruckus last summer, like, summer 2023. I don't have anything with a license plate on it. So I really don't need a driver's license, I guess. I could always just get an ID so I have a valid ID, and then if I need a driver's license, I can go back to the DMV and get a driver's license again. So I guess it's not a huge deal either way. But yeah, I had forgotten about the you can go and walk in on Wednesday. It used to be Saturday too. That was a while ago, though. I don't know. It's awfully quiet in here tonight, guys. Is anybody still awake? It can't be all just lurkers in the stream still, can it? Shout out to lurkers, though. You're always welcome here. Man, I'm getting sleepy, but I'm gonna wait for this guy for a little while longer. I know if I try to just chill out and like watch TV and eat my donut and relax, the guy's gonna be like, yeah, I want to come get it now. Oh, awesome. Big Boys PV, I'm glad. Thank you for being here. Things are really kind of coming down to the wire again. And I hate that, you know, the feeling just makes me like skin crawl, ugh, just gross feeling. I can't wait to just go separate myself from feelings like this and go be on a bicycle for as long as I feel like. If you missed any of that we've talked about, hey JPL, good to see that you're back. Sorry I had to cut the last stream, but you know why. So yeah, last night we talked about a bicycle tour, which I wanted to do it on a motorcycle. I really wanted to do it on a motorcycle, but it's much, much more expensive to do it that way. For seriously like 10% of the cost, I could do it on a bicycle. You know, not as far as I would have gone on a motorcycle, of course, but you know, and also I live in a place where I'm not committed to a lease. Like, I'm not in a lease right now. I can pick up and go whenever I want, turn in the keys, put my stuff in a tiny storage space, and you know, come back when I'm done. So I hadn't realized up until just recently, last couple of days or so, how possible it will be to do something like this. You know, if I'm not paying the $1,300 a month to stay here, you know, then that can be applied to the bike trip while I'm out, you know, like. So, yeah, bikes are awesome though. JPL rides. I don't have to tell you. I know you're a two-wheeled guy. But, you know, if you're going to travel and you have the time and the energy, if you go on a bicycle, you know, pack down with all the things that you need and do some camping and stuff, that's like the most affordable way to do it. Oh, awesome. Irving. Well, I hope you're enjoying your evening and get a, you know, a restful night out on the road. All right, let's see. Yeah, 7:45. Still haven't heard from the Facebook guy. Would say I'm starting to worry, but I've already been worried. I'll feel a lot better when people come and buy some of this stuff, and I know I'm going to be able to make another rent payment. Oh, wow. How'd you get so hurt, Shane? Am I missing something? Oh, there you go. Yeah, leftovers over fast food. I hear you. I hated leftovers when I was a kid. I was like, oh, leftovers, no. And now it's like, oh, leftovers, yes. I love leftovers. But, you know, being like 8 years old and asking my mom, what are we having for dinner? Leftovers. Oh, no. What, do you hate me or something? You know, I don't know why I didn't like leftovers when I was a kid. Now it's like, yeah, leftovers. Thank you, Irving. I appreciate that. And I understand if everybody's strapped for cash. I mean, I'm in the same boat. But I'm practically giving some of this stuff away. It's like, just come and get it out of my way, basically. Well, that'll happen, I guess, Shane. I've had my accident-prone stages. So, hey, Renee. Hello. I'm doing okay, all things considered. I hope you're doing well. And it's good to see you. I'll be doing a lot better when people come and buy some of my stuff. But, you know, like, we haven't reached the deadline yet. There's still plenty of time for people to come and buy things. I'm only going to go for like another hour or so tonight if that guy doesn't come and buy that thing tonight. What was I going to say? Yeah, if he's not here, if I haven't heard from him by like 8:45 at this point, he can come tomorrow if he still wants it. I'm going to bed. I don't care. I'm already so tired. I'm just tired about stressing about sitting here waiting for people to come and pick up my stuff. No, it's not your fault, Renee. I appreciate it. I mean, somebody's going to come through and buy some of these things. It'll be alright. I don't know. JPL rides. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head. I thought the marketplace buffet was. I thought it was in the Palms or something. Or was that something? I was thinking of something else. I don't know. Oh, I am too. I would eat one of everything at a Las Vegas buffet right now, and then go back for a second round. I'm that hungry at the moment. I don't know if that giant donut full of goo is going to be enough that I have. Pink box donuts, you gotta, thank God for pink box donuts. But it's not exactly real food. You can't really live off of that. But I got a pink box donuts plug. I got somebody that hooks me up. I can get one or two here and there, like pretty much every day if I wanted to. But like, really don't try to survive off of just pink box donuts, or you're not gonna last long. But it's food. Like, if you're running low on cash and food, and somebody can hook you up with donuts, then it's better than not getting donuts, I guess. But a buffet would be awesome, though. Vegas buffets are much of what I came here for. And we have very few of them now. But there used to be one in every casino. And now it's just not that way. But they're all so good. Vegas buffets are wonderful because the food is usually pretty well prepared. Most buffets that are, above like the cheap, like even the Fiesta that used to be like $8 for dinner if you had the Players Club card. It wasn't like Chef Boyardee, it was like one step above. But most buffets, the food is prepared very well and tastes really good. Yeah, Sunset Station buffet was really good. I used to eat there all the time. and it wasn't very expensive, but the food was very well prepared, and you can just eat as much as you want of all of your favorite things, and that, to me, is luxury. You know, if you can eat all the foods that you love for as long as you think you can, then, you know, you have that option. It's definitely the most expensive JPL rides. Bacchanal Buffet at Caesar's Palace. It is big, though. It's pretty big. They have a lot of different options, like a lot of different options. And it's all like gourmet stuff, really, at Caesar's. But it's like $80. But it's worth it if you got the money. But you could get a much cheaper buffet. Like the South Point buffet for dinner is like, you know, 18 or $19, I guess, if you got the Players Club card. And it's pretty good. And like it's big. It's very big and you get, you know, as much as you want of whatever you want, and they have a lot of options. So I think that's my favorite still is South Point because it's affordable, but it's good and they have a lot of stuff there. But Caesars is awesome if you've got the money, and like the Win is probably the next best, I would say, to Caesars in my opinion. The Cosmopolitan one, which I don't think is even there anymore, is it? Uh, was at the top. Everybody, you know, really liked that one. I don't know. I miss all the just buffets everywhere. And seriously, like lunch buffets, I'd stop if I was just out in the neighborhoods, like screw it, there's the Fiesta. The Fiesta's not even there anymore. The Fiesta Henderson, it's completely gone. But they used to have a decent cheap buffet and it was cool and you could look out over the casino and it's like a jungle theme and stuff and um it was like lunch was like $6 or $7 if you had the Players Club card. And that's like as much as it cost. That's cheaper than it costs to eat at McDonald's, depending on what you get. So you might as well go to the Fiesta buffet. And now you just can't do that anymore. They got rid of a lot of things that people really loved about this place. But they still do exist. There are still buffets. You just gotta hunt for them sometimes. There's only one downtown. It's at Main Street Station, and it's good. It's not very expensive, but it is pretty good. And they have some pretty good choices in there. Went there with Halibut and Matt Ross most recently. Yeah, strip is definitely expensive, but you will have a good time if you allow yourself to. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this guy's really probably not coming tonight. And that's not gonna help my night's sleep at all. But it is what it is. I can't force people to come buy my stuff even though I'm already like pretty much giving it away. It's a better deal for them than it is for me. But again, there's still time. There's still a couple of days to get this taken care of, raise a little money, get some stuff out of the way. So tomorrow's another day, but I said that about today too. Right before I went to bed last night, I was like, tomorrow's another day. Now I'm doing it again. If I find myself sitting here looking at these same laser patterns, getting ready to say tomorrow's another day, this time tomorrow, I don't know. Like, it just feels like, and I know I'm not the only person that feels this way about it, but doesn't it feel a lot? And I've talked to other people about this recently. Like, so much in life, it just feels like everything's coming down to the wire, and it shouldn't have to necessarily, but just like barely getting something taken care of in time, or the rent paid, or whatever. And it's like, why does it have to go like that? And it's like, thanks that it did work out, but why did it have to come down to the wire? Why did it have to be extra stressful until the bitter end? I don't know. That's why I just need to go on a very long bike ride until I just feel like coming back to this. And I will. Civilization is good. I've just had as much as I can take right now. Yeah, good call, Shane. I'm not even trying to take over the world, though. My pinky and the brain days are behind me, but I just want to sell some of my crap and pay rent. And then go on a long bike ride as soon as it's even like barely warm enough to. Could be February, seriously. Depending, because it's warmer than usual today. Average high temperatures for the first week of December are around 60 degrees in Las Vegas, and it got up to almost 70 today. So it could be by February. I remember a couple of Februaries here where it's like low to mid 70s every day in the forecast. So if it's like that, we're going as soon as February if I've got all the pieces of the puzzle. Yeah, we have Taco Wednesday at Roberto's. Chicken tacos, $1.59. JPL rides. There will be things that will inevitably draw me back to Las Vegas. I mean, this is home. Hey, Dustin, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, like things like Roberto's chicken tacos will definitely bring me back to Vegas when I'm done, on my crazy little bike ride. I'd really love to go get some, let's see, it's like 1.3 miles to Roberto's. It's kind of chilly outside and I'm very tired and I can't afford it, and it's not Wednesday anyway. I sure could use some tacos though, that'd be awesome. When I can afford to, I guess, Dustin. I don't have to spend a fortune on a bike, but it's gonna have to be a good bike and it's gonna have to be the right size. That's the biggest thing. The bike that's sitting right behind me, the $90 pawn shop bike, is a very good bike, but it is definitely not the right size for me and my height. So that's going to be the biggest factor. You know, I'm going to be able to do this ride for sure. I'll be able to probably keep going for weeks or months if the bike is the right size. So I'm not sure exactly how or when that's all going to come together, but there's still time. It's going to be too cold to go and do this for a little while, so there's no way I can do it sooner than, 2 or 3 months from now. The frame's too short, like it's too stubby. Dustin, the ergonomics are wrong for a person my size. This bike was designed for someone that's maybe like 5'8". So I can ride it around the neighborhood for a while and it's okay, but there's no way I'm doing long distances loaded down on that bike. But the appropriate frame size and just like a halfway decent gravel bike or something, I think would be perfect. That's a good call, Shane. But the way things are going right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to eat for a few days at least. But we'll see. If somebody would just come and buy my crap, why in the hell am I still sitting on any of this? So there might not be a Taco Wednesday for this guy. But that is a good idea though, Shane. Doing it ahead of the ride and then having like a nice fart ride for the bike ride. Chicken taco farts. That could might have to become a new tradition, I think, Shane. An excellent call for that. Yeah, could be. But yeah, well, Dustin, I just need a bike that fits me. It doesn't have to be like a pro level Tour de France bike or anything. Just, a decent bike that I can cover long distances on that fits me and I can carry some gear on it. A touring bike or a gravel bike with the appropriate frame size should do just fine. And it doesn't have to be like an $8,000 bike or anything. I mean, that'd be nice if anybody wants to give me one or anything. Like someone wants to see me take the ride, like a bike sponsor, and they're like, hey, we got $8,000 bikes and we'll send you one if you take it on your ride. Then yeah, I mean, I'm open to that, but I'm not going to buy one. So, I guess as far as the bike goes, um, I want to get, it's got to have the things that I need for it to have, but I want to spend the least possible amount of money too. So I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be yet. You know what? Let's take a look. Hey, Jay Stone, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I'm stressing about people not coming and buying my stuff, and it's getting me down a little, if we're being honest, but life goes on, and it's been that kind of day. I can't believe I'm still sitting here. It's after 8 o'clock now, and I still haven't heard back from that guy. What are you going to do? I'm going to show you a bike I was considering a while ago. Before I got my bike, we looked at those in the stream last night. Those are cool. That bike is $784, but that would absolutely do the job. That's a good flat bar gravel bike with, high quality components on it. But it's still, there might be a way to do it. Well, there will be a way to do it cheaper than that. Let's see. Is it this one? Like this thing right here is $300, and they have it in my frame size. It's not a great bike, but it's not a bad one either. So hold on a second. Let me see. It's got 29-inch tires, gravel tires, front suspension. Yeah, it says 21-inch frame for 6'2" to 6'4". So I guess I'd get the 21-inch frame. Oh, it's $400. It's $399. My bad. I thought it was $300, but. And it's got Shimano hydraulic disc brakes, and it's a $400 bike. It's got Kenda Pro Level tires on it. That'd probably be a good one, I think. And that's a $400 bike, and I think that would do the job. And they've got one in a frame size that fits me. And Amy, glad you're still here. No, I've seen a few used ones, GTs, Dustin. I used to ride a lot of GT BMX bikes. There's a used one, Avalanche, on Marketplace recently that I would have loved to go and get, but I didn't have I still don't have a place for another bike right now. The guy wanted $40 for it. But this looks like a pretty decent bike here for, that's probably like the cheapest bike I'd want to get. It's decent components, but not great. It's got Shimano hydraulic disc brakes, which are not very good, but they're still hydraulic. It does have a front suspension, which I'm not sure I would really need. I don't know. Let's see how it all works out. But, again, trying to get like the most bike for the lowest price, but in the right size. That's the thing, being 6'3", if I went and got that 29-inch mountain bike at Walmart, it's for someone a lot, like 5'6", 5'7", and there's no way for someone my size to ride it comfortably. So it's all about, like, got to be able to get a decent bike with the right frame size is going to be the biggest factor. But as long as it'll ultimately get me down the road smoothly and as easily as is possible and carry my crap, then we're good. So I'm really about to I might call it at 8:30, guys. I don't know if I'm going to wait any longer than that for this guy. Because I got to get some sleep tonight. And tomorrow's another day, as I've been saying, and somebody really needs to come buy something tomorrow. But he's still got a few minutes if he wants to come in the next, or if he wants to let me know in the next 18 minutes. I'll give him until 8:30. If I haven't heard from him by 8:30, we'll have to do it another time, if at all. But I would guess that he's probably not coming at this point. Hopefully by tomorrow morning somebody else wants to buy it and they're like, I'll come get it right now. I'm right down the street. I got the cash. That'd be great. I don't know, Dustin. I've heard of people riding on Monday, but I don't know where it is or who puts it on. I think it was Vic who said something about riding on Monday. Oh, hey. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're just chilling. So the Wednesday ride is just right around the corner. And I guess I'll do that pedaling this time. The e-bike is still screwed up. I'm not riding that thing anywhere until I get the headset fixed. So it's just a giant dirty bike in the way right now. Yeah, no, that is true, Shane. The Sunset Park ride. What did Mike Campbell call it last week? The Naked Christmas Elves ride. But it's actually the Sunset Park ride. And I'm still not going to be able to do those until I get my e-bike straightened out. But gonna do Wednesday, I guess, unless somebody's threatening to come by and buy some of my stuff on Marketplace or OfferUp. I got a couple things on OfferUp now. I don't like using OfferUp because I always get super low ball offers, but now I just like nobody seems to be buying anything right now anyway, so just more exposure would be good, I guess. I was fading fast. I was tired when I got out of bed this morning, and it's been getting worse throughout the day. Just sitting here waiting for people to come by that say they want to come buy things that I have for sale. It's like, oh yeah, I'll be here around this time or whatever, and just sit around waiting. Just feels like I kind of wasted the day. I did get a couple of things done today, but not nearly enough. So, I hate that feeling at the end of the day when it's like, ah, I could have done more or done a lot of things differently, but I didn't. But whatever. So I'm not going to do the Tuesday ride, unfortunately, the Sunset Park ride, because again, no working e-bike, and that's entirely too much pedaling on the $90 pawn shop bike, which is a wonderful bike. It's just the wrong size. But I think we could make some kind of hodgepodge of bicycles out of it. Like a BMX handlebar and stem. I want to go single speed with it, and then maybe some gravel tires. It does have the skinnier wheels on it, but they're 29s. So I could put like a series wider gravel tire on it, and then single speed and hydraulic disc brake in the back only. And then I think it would be a good bike for me. I think it would fit me okay and be good for some neighborhood rides and the Wednesday ride and stuff. But as far as packing a bunch of gear on it and going touring or anything, that's not the bike. Let's see. I gotta check something else. We might look at a couple more bikes. The cheaper ones. Uh-oh. What? Oh, I just clicked out of the whole window of the bike website. Oh well. Never mind, I guess we won't do that. I guess we won't look at more bikes right now. But I think they did have one for $300 that had cheaper brakes and just kind of cheaper components, but it was still a 29er. Might make a good touring bike because they have it in the right frame size. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll show you that another time. I'm really starting to think, yeah, what time is it? 8:19. Trying to focus my eyes on the clock on the laptop. 8:20. Feels like freaking midnight. I'm so tired. I still have to eat a very special donut, though, and have crazy special donut nightmares. Yeah, well, depending on where you are, Irving, it could be a lot later for you, of course. I mean, I'm in the Pacific time zone, so anyone east of here, it's later than it is here. But it feels like, I don't know. I mean, it gets dark here around 4:30 now. So by the time 8 o'clock rolls around, it feels like the middle of the night. Oh, wow. You're in the middle somewhere. Yeah, I know, Shane. It's just weird. The sunset time today, the official sunset time in Las Vegas on December 2nd, not even the shortest day of the year yet, but the official sunset time today, according to my phone this morning, was 4:25 p.m. So yeah, the sun has been down for 4 hours. Ugh. I'm glad it's not 120 degrees outside, but I don't like that the days are so short in the wintertime. We get like 9 hours of daylight. Ooh, Omaha. That's nice. I haven't been over that way in a while. I know you get through most parts of this country a lot, but I've been a lot of places in my life in this country. But there's still a lot more I need to see, and abroad, you know. But I still want to go exploring Nevada, you know. I mean, I've been a Nevada resident for quite some time, um, and if have only explored a small fraction of this state. You know, I mean, a lot of Nevada is just nothing. I mean, really seriously nothing, but still, I'd like to go see it. Oh, yeah. No, that sucks. Yeah. I hate that. It just like throws your internal clock out of whack. I don't know. I mean, I'm fairly adaptable when it comes to sleeping, unless I'm stressed out. Like right now, I'm just stressed out about everything, and I need a whole lot more money than I have now by the end of this week, and I can't get it with DoorDash or Uber Eats. If you're here for my explanation as to what happened there. And nobody's coming and buying my stuff that I have for sale, so it's like, you know, the doubt starts to rear its ugly head. It's like, hey, you know, this probably isn't going to work out. You should worry about this. You know, but worrying never accomplishes anything, but it's hard not to when nothing's going according to the plan. I'd like to ride something two-wheeled from Reno to Vegas or Vegas to Reno. Probably Vegas to Reno, I guess. Although, you know, if I could go out on a bike tour and wind up coming through the northern part of Nevada, I could come back through Reno. But yeah, I mean, it's a surprisingly long drive, though, from Reno to Vegas. It would take days on a bike, like probably a week at least. Um, Probably more than that. But a lot of people think, oh, it's in Nevada. It's got to take just like 4 hours or so, right? No, it's a long drive. But there are a lot of interesting things to see, though, aren't there, Irving? Like Nevada really is a beautiful state if you stop and look around and take a minute to appreciate it all. I haven't been up to Reno in so long, though. I haven't been down to Laughlin in a very long time either. You know, Laughlin would be, you know, a couple days worth of bike riding, maybe 2 or 3 days. It's a lot more than, you know, like casinos and gambling and stuff, and just, you know, Vegasy kind of stuff. I mean, there really are a lot of beautiful things to see in Nevada. I'd like to do that sometime. I've never done that. I've seen that before, Shane. but have never done it. I like Laughlin though. It's like Vegas, but hotter and next to a river and smaller, of course. But it's cool. Laughlin's cool. And Prim is cool too. I can't wait to go to Prim. Prim will be the first stop on the bike tour, I guess, from downtown Las Vegas, where I sit right now, to Prim, Nevada is 41 miles, the California state line. So, so that'd be day one. If did I lose you there? Anybody? Like the stream cut and then came back. So yeah, what I was saying is, the first leg of the Santa Monica trip, and then just like the tour, the bike tour, will be, first night will be in Prim, I guess, and that's 41 miles. Okay, good, Irving. Glad. It just did a reconnect thing, and I thought I lost you guys, and I don't know. So, yeah, night one, when I start the big bike ride, I guess that'll be a good first stop. And then the night after that's probably just going to be a tent in the wilderness because there's not a lot for a while after that if you're going the only way you can go on a bike. And then had to go through a mountain pass and stuff where there's probably snow up there right now. The uphill parts are not going to be fun at all. Pedaling, that would be better to do on an e-bike. But that's what worried me about doing it on an e-bike, is when you're throttling uphill, it's guzzling juice. So, I mean, there might be days if I'm using an e-bike where I'm going uphill pulling a trailer where, what normally gets me 45 miles on flat ground out of a charge on the Cheetah sitting behind me. If I'm going uphill, throttling, it might only be like 10 miles out of a full charge. So that's another reason why I'm not doing it on an e-bike, is because I'm limited to the range of the vehicle. But, if I'm pedaling, I'm limited to what my body is willing to give in a day. If I feel like going longer than I could have on an e-bike or for longer, I can. Yeah. The uphill's not going to be any fun. Irving, that's what worries me. And I mean, sometimes I've heard of, I've seen people doing bicycle touring from Vegas to California. Every time I'm on Las Vegas Boulevard, like south of St. Rose Parkway, you see bike tours heading for California. But yeah, once you get past Prim, I guess there's going to be a lot of uphill if you're going the way that you can go on a bike. And some people even walk their bikes for, a mile or so at a time, couple miles. But then, if you're pedaling, the nice thing about an uphill is then you get a downhill. So it's going to be rough no matter what on a bike, e-bike. Those guys that did it on Honda Ruckuses, the brothers that had the same like color and spec Honda Ruckus as me, did that ride basically on Honda Ruckuses, and it took them days. So it's gnarly. It's pretty serious. But they had to go through like mountain dirt roads and stuff, and we're only getting the bikes, the scooters up to, like 12 miles an hour at times. So I'm gonna have to do that on a bicycle. And that's not gonna be a ton of fun, I don't think. But then, downhills, and there will be tailwinds, and then, I mean, if you keep moving, that's progress. Even if it's slow, even if you're just barely getting down the road, you're still going somewhere. So, I don't know. And yeah, I guess I'm closing the window on this guy right now. He's not coming to get that thing tonight, I guess. Whatever. I appreciate you guys like hanging out with me while I wait for nothing, though. That's very kind of you. But tomorrow's another day, as we've been saying, and trying to think about good things, trying to look at what can possibly happen versus, like what's not going as well as I would like. So, well, I appreciate your ring. And I always really enjoy the time that I get to spend with you guys. So today was weird, and I'm glad it's pretty much over. And tomorrow is another day, and it's gonna be better than this, I'm sure. So at least I don't have to worry about doing DoorDash ever again. I guess that's gonna be a good thing in the end. But hopefully I can get the Uber Eats thing sorted out. I would still like to do that. They always had some closer deliveries usually. So hopefully, yeah, I got to get my driver's license renewed and then scan that in, and then I can do Uber Eats again. So I don't know. Somehow or another, it's all going to come together. And the money will come in, the bills will get paid, the driver's license will get renewed. The long bike ride will occur. Well, glad to have you here, Night Shadow. DoorDash deactivated me, Dustin. They finally figured out I've been doing scooters and e-bikes or scooters, electric scooters for 2 years. Of DoorDash, I haven't used a car. It's been all like scooters. And I've been trying to tell them that, and eventually they changed it today. I got someone to change it. They're like, "Oh, you don't have these cars anymore." I was like, "No, I don't. I don't have any car at all. It's all, bikes, e-bikes, scooters, whatever." Um, the guy said, "Okay, I'll change it to that." And then a couple hours later, I was deactivated, and I called him up. I was like, "What the hell?" And they said, "Oh, we don't really like need you on a bike around there." Um, Even though I've been doing it that way for 2 years. And I've been trying to tell them, I was trying to be honest with them about it. When I finally was like, "Look, I'm not using a car, I'm using a bike," they're like, "Oh, we're going to deactivate you then." So I shot myself in the foot, I guess. So no DoorDash, and Uber Eats won't let me log in because my driver's license expires in 11 days, and they're already treating it like it's expired. And they're like, "Upload your new document before you can, deliver or whatever, take deliveries." So I don't have a new driver's license yet because the old one hasn't even really expired yet. So I can't do Uber Eats or DoorDash at the time being. DoorDash is gone for good, and Uber Eats it is, off the table until I get my driver's license renewed. So yeah, 8:38 p.m. and still no guy to pick up my crap. I guess it's not happening tonight. So I don't know, but a lot of possibilities come with tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. But I suppose I'm gonna eat a big donut with goo in it and go to bed and have crazy donut nightmares and wake up sweaty in the middle of the night. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And I always appreciate you taking the time. And I'll have the Shopify page up for a couple more days, but then it's coming down. They charge you $39 a month, and I'm not getting anything out of it. And my cost on the lights is going to go up, so I guess we're going to have to scrap that project for now. So anyway, yeah, thank you, Irving, for everything, always. But I'm sleepy, and I guess that's it for me today. So hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. And I'll check in with you tomorrow. I'll let you know. Hopefully, like, fingers crossed, guys. Seriously, think happy thoughts about me selling some of this stuff. Because, for one, I need the money. And two, I need to get the stuff out of the way. And three, I just want to be done with it. So, yeah. Visualize people coming and buying my stuff. If you would, that'd be very helpful, guys. So, yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow how it all went or what we're doing. Maybe we'll go for a bike ride if I'm not expecting anyone at the moment to come by and get something. So do join me for that, won't you? Depending on whatever it is. I can't exactly say for sure yet. But I expect to see you tomorrow. And looks like my phone's not going to overheat and freeze this time, and that's good. I hope so, Irving. Fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. And Shane, take care, buddy. But everybody, thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for taking the time. It's all nothing without you. I mean, every single one of you makes this what it is. Moderators, chatters, lurkers. We're a team. Thank you guys. Couldn't and wouldn't do it without you. So, take care. Have a wonderful Tuesday. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Can't say exactly when. Notifications, don't forget. Make sure you have notifications on. So, until tomorrow, be well. Take care. See you soon.